Everyone, hello. Oh my god, it's just so hot. It's so hot to trot. I'm sticky, I'm icky, I'm pudding and pie. Kissed the girls and made them cry.
Morning.
Here's
Just get me
Nads.
cuppa.
There's
Hi.
Nads. We don't know why she's in a flouncy dress. All I know is I'd like to undress that flouncy dress.
Mark. Shut it.
I'm trying to sort of channel Sweeney Todd. I'm a man. I will make mince pies with your eyes. I will make sure that I eat your little nostrils in a sausage roll.
Sausage.
You have to do the Helena Bonham Carter. I eat buns. I love buns. I like eating them in the dark. Sorry, don't know what's happened there. How are we all? Morning, Joanne Roby. Morning, CEO of your boss. Hi from Australia. How are things in Australia? We've got some news to talk about from New Zealand, but what is the sitch in Australia? I heard that the only big stage show that was on anywhere in the world was Harry Potter in Sydney, I think. Oi oi, Tony Vascanian. Purple Snowdrop, happy birthday to you.
1, 2, 3. Happy
birthday
birthday to
to
you. Happy birthday to
Ooh,
you.
ooh.
Happy birthday, dear Purple
Purple
Snowdrop.
Snowdrop.
Happy birthday to you.
What is this? Listen. Listen to this. What was that? That was a purple snowdrop landing. Just for you, Purple Snowdrop. Nicole Marcella is even wishing you happy birthday too. And to be honest, Nicole Marcella hasn't wished many people happy birthday today, have you, Nicole? So that's a big deal. It's too hot. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I'm getting really hot and I need to take all my clothes off. Do you think I'd have been good in the video? I think I'd have been good in that video. Do you remember the thong song? Thong, 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 thong. I couldn't believe it was literally about a thong and taking it off. And it was the thong song. Sneakily watching you at work. Janice Muir, don't tell anyone. Janice, point your screen. Janice, point your screen at all your work.
Watching us at work.
Janice, point your screen. Shh. Point your screen at all your work colleagues so they can just see the screen. Do it now. There you go. Tell them all to put a sock in it if they've got socks on, and if they're cool, they probably haven't got socks on today. It's a sandals day today, I think, even though I'm wearing trainers. Morning from Yorkshire.
The poor people that are flooded.
Right.
Oh my God.
Biblical floods are coming in. I think Scotland's
awful.
been hardest hit at the moment. I know Wales has been hit as well. I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? It always comes in. It comes in. I presume, but we never hear, guys. We've got so many people in Ireland. What's the sitch with the weather in Ireland? Ireland gets the brunt usually, followed by Wales, followed by the southwest. Has the weather? Have the Lee? Yeah, biblical floods. We've got a plague of locusts coming on Thursday, only to Grimsby. Oh, Lee, can I just say, I saw your film and I thought it was brilliant.
Oh God.
I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And when I was talking to Nadia about what I thought and was hoping I'd see on your channel, I think it was brilliant. Go to Lee's channel and check out his little tour and route around his school. It's just beautifully
On his
done.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, beautifully done, brilliantly done, engaging, funny, witty, nostalgic, brilliant. Just more, please.
Hang on, tell them how to find his channel.
Well, you search Lee Peart. Just P-E-A-R-T. Just at the top here. Just literally put it in. So yeah, be filming, Lee, for when the locusts arrive. It's going to be a big moment in Grimsby. Promise you, you need to be filming. Fiona Reid, what did you watch last night? Oh, watched Lee last night, sorry. Yeah, no, great, wasn't it? I sat there, I was captivated. It was brilliant. Lovely chemistry. Yeah, just lovely. It's just everything you want from a YouTube film. It's brilliant. And I don't say that lightly, I promise you. So here's the thing. Yeah, so biblical floods. Now, as I understand it, can someone tell me what's happening in Ireland? Have they hit Ireland? Have they hit Ireland? Thunder and lightning constantly last night from Scotland. Crazy weather, never seen anything like it. Killer wasps have invaded Denmark. I'm assuming you're joking.
Please tell me you're joking.
Catherine Clausen. I mean, with this weather, sorry, I know my hair is a little bit uncontrollable, Jodie.
Yesterday, there was a headline on the front of one of the papers saying killer mosquitoes.
No, well, the one I'm most worried about was, have you seen that, it sounds ridiculous, but apparently robins have become so aggressive.
Oh, Mark!
No, hang on, I'm being brutally honest. Brutally honest, they've become...
Oh, what the fuck? Robins? We've now got to fear robins,
Hear
the
me out.
prettiest, cutest bird on the planet. I don't want to know.
I had a Mexican standoff with a robin in the garden.
Mark!
Wait, I am being deadly serious. Apparently, if you
A
look up...
Mexican standoff.
Everyone, next time you see a robin, they are skinnier, they are lither, they're red and their chest is redder, and they're
what? This is a Mark wind-up.
and they are worried that they are becoming predatory.
Mark.
Oh my God, they attacked a chihuahua.
Mark,
in
stop
Essex.
it now. This is ridiculous. You're going to frighten people with chihuahuas. Stop
Oh
it.
my God, 4 robins.
Mark,
all
don't
gang-
do this.
4
because
robin,
people will hear this and not get to
4
the end.
robins ganged up on a chihuahua and pecked its eyeballs out. It was
Mark.
it was in the news. Did anyone see it?
Right, I'm telling you, don't listen to him. He's a wind-up merchant.
Killer robins. I'm telling you, it's happening right now. They're in our garden. Can I just share something with you guys?
Oh my God, Catherine Clausen just said, not joking, I can post the link.
Yeah. Look,
Hang on a minute. 3 robins attacked
a
a
chihuahua
chihuahua and did what to it?
took all its money.
Idiot.
No, but seriously, they're really angry. Why have you got a bright bit of orange just above one eyebrow? Can I just share something with everyone? I grew that with my own bare handsies. And we're
If you
digging
get
them.
some out, I'll make some potato salad today.
Yeah, we're gonna empty them and we're gonna dig them up. I think we should do it when Nanny dies here because it's a green-fingered hell thing.
Okay.
But you have to cook them on the day.
If you've never watched our Green Figured Hell series,
There might be
gardening,
another episode
watch it.
landing
It's so
sometime
good.
this year.
Go back right to the very beginning and watch how our garden used to look compared to 2 years ago, how our garden
Yeah.
looked compared to now.
Hit the thumbs up icon if you want a vlog. Because I'm playing hard to get at the moment with vlogs.
He was lying
I
on
was
the
so
floor
hot
yesterday
last
going,
night. I can't
I'm
do it.
supposed to have done a
I'm
vlog.
supposed to have done a vlog. I
I
can't do it.
can't. I'm so hot. So I think people will understand.
Hit the thumbs up if you want a vlog. Tell us if you want a vlog. If you don't want a vlog, I'm going to piss off.
Oh, thank you, Claire Smiley. Said, "Oh, How to Stay Married So Far" was also good. We loaded that up yesterday, and
Thank you.
the topic was what we dread most about the other one getting older.
Yeah.
What habits do we worry most about?
Emerald Isle.
We only scratched the surface, really, didn't we?
Yeah, it really did. Emerald Isles, the thing that's eating your geraniums is robins. They're a scourge. It's a great word, that, isn't it? Scourge.
Joshua Piling is saying definitely a vlog with a green tick and capital letters.
Wow, okay, well, there you go.
Oh, it's gonna go
So here's the thing. So, yeah, biblical floods are coming. I don't know, if you look at the weather app, go to the weather app on your phones, and then you look up London, it's quite a frightening prospect. So, and that's already happening around the country. But look at that. Look.
But it's not
Storm,
going to be bloody cooler.
storm. No, it is. It's going to get cooler. It's going to go down. When? From tomorrow, Thursday. 29 degrees tomorrow.
We can do 29.
No one's told me what's happening in Ireland because I can only assume that if they've hit Scotland and they're hitting Wales, they must have hit. Oh, it's boiling in South Wales. We haven't had any rain flooding yet. So is it North Wales? I saw like a day's worth of rain landed somewhere. Grania, Scarlett, we're going to call you Grace from now on. People can call you Grace. Sue Wood. Come on, guys, that's a pathetic number of thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Jeez, I'm out of it. Get out of there. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this. Come on. Oh, look, we're over 200. That's better. That's better. How hard is it to do that? I do it all the time when I like stuff. I go, oh yeah, I like that.
Do you know what? I must
like that.
admit, I don't know. I forget.
No. To
I
be
look
honest
at
with you,
stuff all the time and I
well,
don't like
it's not
it. and I
always
should
it's
do.
not always self-evident or there. Look at my potato. Right, New Zealand, Nadia.
Yeah,
what
tell us
shocked you about New Zealand?
Well, you tell the story. You told me the story this
I
morning.
told you the story this morning. Okay, well, New Zealand is in lockdown again.
Auckland.
Just
Just Auckland.
Auckland. There were 4 cases announced yesterday. I can't find the story this morning.
God, I love that Prime Minister.
Yeah, so she's gone into an immediate lockdown. But the thing is that the rumour mill is that they believe it came in food packaging.
I said to Mark, please don't tell me that. I've just got over the obsession of cleaning bloody supermarket stuff as it comes in. I really don't want to go back to that hell, don't you think?
So here we go. I was just pulling it up now. New Zealand coronavirus outbreak could have been imported via food packaging. As Auckland. Now, apparently, we have a few New Zealanders here. Sunny in Northern Ireland, Kim McKay. Okay, that's bizarre. Apparently, there were like queues outside supermarkets as everyone goes into. Now, before we went into lockdown, and I wonder if this is happening in New Zealand, I was wanting to prepare a film. I mean, a proper kind of feature documentary-length film, and I was talking to an author about it called Survivalists. Are you aware of Survivalists?
Yeah,
Do you know what they
I'm
are?
fascinated by them.
And apparently, there's been obviously a resurgence in buying bunkers. It's like the latest new pad to get. I think we should consider buying a bunker.
I'd rather just die than live in a bunker
I don't think I would.
and not come out.
You've only got one life. You literally,
What a horrible life.
And I
Be
just
locked
wonder
away
whether.
underground.
I always feel that New Zealand is like one of those survivalist, safest places on the planet. Do you know what I mean? So, as Nanny Bluebell says here, still clean shopping and post that comes into house. Probably will always now. How do you feel about the potential of cleaning shopping? Because it was probably one of the most frustrating details.
And the girls hated it. I think it was too much of a change for them in me to see me doing that. Right, can I just say something?
First cases in New Zealand for 102 days.
Why do we still not know how long this virus lives on certain surfaces? I mean, I would imagine that you just take a bit of the virus, a bit of somebody's snot, like when they do the swab, you put it on a piece of metal, you put it on a piece of plastic, you put it on a piece of card, and then you test how long the virus lives on each side, because we still don't know that. They've not said that properly yet, have they?
Mr. Bloomfield, who's Mr. Bloomfield?
Said it's only
Director General of Health, Ashley Bloomfield in New Zealand, said we know the virus can survive within refrigerated environments for quite some time. And there have been numerous reports in China of it being detected on the packaging of imported frozen seafood.
No.
Yes.
Well, what do you think about this? Do you think we'll be washing the shopping again? Somebody sneezed in a shop and it's gone all over everything.
I have to. Well, here's the thing that worries me a little bit is that when you go into a newsagent's and you kind of say you grab a Diet Pepsi or a packet of crisps, they're all around the till. Okay, so people might not. But what if someone sneezes or coughs, or a child gets their sticky hands all over? I mean, but is it the extra yard we have to go?
Well, oh God, will anyone be changing their habits from this?
Let's have a look. Sorry, I can't see.
Will any of you now
still wash mine, Clodagh Egan?
Really?
Yeah.
That's me back to cleaning everything that comes into the house
Keep
again.
washing your shopping,
ages.
Alison Kapusamy. It's a good surname.
Thank you, Alice.
Oh, Jean McVicker, I presume you're in New Zealand. It's soul destroying. We went 102 days with no community transmission.
Wow.
But this is a very microscopic. I mean, what I like about it is that, you know, Jacinda has taken action
not
straight
willy-nilly,
away.
not woolly action, just taken it.
Yeah, and, you know, okay, so it's only 4 people, and they're all from one family.
Are they?
Yeah. So you know, but again, it's just a cautionary reminder. The rest of the country was moved to alert level 2, meaning that mass gatherings are limited to 100. Imagine being those 4 people, and the whole country goes into lockdown.
So are they saying it could be... Oh, it's the packaging, it's not the food.
Yeah, packaging.
Because my big thing when I was at the height of worry was, how do I clean this off fruit and veg? I got really funny about eating fruit and veg because I thought if somebody sneezed... I remember Dina coming in with a huge...
sausage?
Pot of rocket,
Turkey.
Box of rocket, and going, I don't know if I want to eat that because it was from... Yeah, it was when Italy had gone into lockdown, but we got a packet of rocket. And that was the start of the fear around foods, because she was like, what if this has been picked just been picked, and it's in a box, very fresh. It's over a day. It was rife then at the time in Italy. And we looked it up, and there was nothing. There was nothing about how you can wash fruit and veg to make sure the virus isn't on it. But I suppose they were reluctant to say that because they didn't want people stopping eating fruit and veg. Oh, God, it's so effing boring.
That's a big wasp.
It's a drill again.
It's that driller killer.
Yeah, how do they know? It could have been from an Yes, that's true. Somebody's just said, how do they know it's from a package? It could be from an asymptomatic person.
Yeah, but I suppose when you've got a country in lockdown and you're on an island and you're really across it, I suppose it's really high. I mean, you know, that suggests it's very, very infectious, doesn't it? I mean, I wonder whether across the globe, what they haven't been telling us is just how infectious.
Morning, Paigey.
If it was that infectious, then we'd have 70% probably herd immunity already, wouldn't we?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, flipping it,
Flipping
guys.
it.
Pull it. Where's Whitty? He's getting a lot of stick, Whitty.
Oh, Bobby Ward lives in Durdledore.
Ooh,
I love Durdledore. Does my
Durdledore.
head in our local little shop near Durdledore, the amount of people obviously out of the area taking the piss, not wearing masks. One said, I'm on holiday.
Oh my
Don't
God,
need
you're
to.
joking.
Don't need
Don't
to. I'm on
need
a
to.
holiday. What a moron.
I'm gutted, Christine M. 2 of the 4 travelled to my town on the weekend for holiday. One was sick. Is this in New Zealand? Are you talking about... Could I imagine me being the 4 people that everyone in the world knows about in New Zealand? Just sit there in their house like...
Because, you know, it's like that old thing, you know, when everyone... I don't know if your families do it, but we certainly always did it, especially my dad's side of the family, the Arabs. So-and-so has a cold, you know. Your cousin so-and-so has a cold. We are trying to work out who gave it to him.
Blame game,
It's
isn't
like,
it? Nanny Di is always a shit
Once you
sticker.
found out,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
Nanny Di is one of those people who comes in and goes, did you give me a cold? Have you had a... People are always really recriminatory. Can we say hello to Jennifer Sherwood? Please say hello to me. You never have.
Jennifer Sherwood. Jennifer Sherwood. Jennifer Sherwood. Sherwood.
Jennifer Sherwood.
Jennifer Sherwood.
Do you come from Sherwood Forest?
Sure.
Do they
I
fire
bet that's
arrows?
the first time she's heard that. God, idiot.
At least I have
My coffee's
At least
so
I have
nice.
an English mythical reference point. It looks quite nice what you were just doing there. What was that?
Oh, I heated the milk.
You trying to give me coffee envy?
It's so
I've
good.
had it. Right, I'm going to go and get another.
No,
coffee.
no, you've had enough.
No, I haven't. I haven't had any.
Oh, God.
Can you tell us about the A-levels fiasco?
Well, I don't know enough about it because it's changed
They've
again.
been offered a triple lock. Well, let's ask what everyone thinks about the A-levels fiasco.
All I know is that they downgraded them in Scotland, and then I was very impressed with Nicola Sturgeon. Came out
Yeah.
and said we've made a mistake and we're gonna reverse.
Yeah.
And then she got vilified for saying she's made a mistake, and she
Yeah.
was really good and really articulate. And she said, "Listen, we're all fucking up. These are unprecedented times."
Here's the thing, guys. We want our politicians to admit when they're wrong, and then when they admit that they're wrong,
We have a go at them.
It's a no-win, no-win.
Oh, I mean, they really do have a no-win.
I mean, I personally think, so what they've offered students is the ability to choose. Now, this made me giggle at one point, because I was thinking of all my mates at university, if we were given the ability to choose our grade. So, of course, they can't literally choose their grade. They can't say, I want an A, please. But what is a bit confusing and a bit stupid about the whole thing is that mock exams aren't real exams. Lots of kids didn't pull their finger out, and I'm not going to name names, but we know kids themselves who went to school who actively made no effort in their mocks. If I went with my mock exams, I would have got into none of my universities. I pulled my finger
You
out.
were very smart. You just played around.
Played around and dicked around. But actually, I mean, so profoundly did I not get it. It was only after I did my mock exams that my teacher said to me, you're better than this, pull your fucking finger out. But, so they can choose between either the grade they got in their mocks or the predicted grade based on their mocks that their teachers give them. Now, say you got a
Or they
D-
can choose.
choose between the two. But the point is, it's still not that much freedom, because say you got a D in your mocks and your teacher's favourable and says, well, all right, I think you'd have improved to a C.
Oh,
You
God.
might have got to a B or an A, so you're only going to be able to choose between the
that
lesser
is
of
the
two
rock
evils.
and a hard place, isn't
And
it?
even as many reporters would say, I mean, the lovely lady who does the Sky News was saying she flunked all her mocks. So even
And
her
she's so
predicted,
smart.
and she's so smart, but even if her teachers had a sense of that, the predicted would have been higher, but not necessarily as high as they need them to get to university. So
It's so unfair.
yeah.
Oh my God, these poor kids.
Yeah.
Jesus, incoming disaster, mental health of young people. It's just like they have been dicked about so much. Amanda Harrison says they downgraded my son's advanced higher maths to a D, even though he passed the prelim. This is a Scottish system.
Yeah.
I just really do feel for them, and I think we've just got to be really, really kind to that age group, because they are absolutely reeling. I mean, everything they told was, you know, what the path of their life was, has now just been all thrown up in the air.
So what do you think, Guy? Yeah, look,
Hence
Ellen
why
Jones.
I think a lot of people would be buying our homeschooling book, to be honest.
Ellen Jones, I didn't put any effort into my mocks. Now, here's the other solution, which I do think they're offering.
I've got to just ask something. Why do you think YouTube blocked that comment? I didn't put any effort into my mocks.
I don't know, it's weird, isn't it?
They're really weird.
Really weird, the whole thing's about... but the other choice, I think, is that if you're not happy with your mock, and if you're not happy with your predicted, I hope, and I assume, and I think they might be giving you the opportunity to take the exam again in the autumn, but I don't know how that feeds into then going to university this year. It's, but can I just say, look, good ship lollipop. What about next year? My son has missed 6 months of his year 10. One of the narratives that I find really, really
we get really irate about
is the idea that we have a lost generation.
We've got to stop saying it.
And this language.
We've got to stop
fear.
saying it. Oh, they've lost 6 months of their education. I mean, we are literally raging every night as we watch people say, as we watch the government tell you as parents and all the children that are picking it up, that basically all is going to be lost because 6 months of formal education, that's all we're saying, formal education has been changed, right? Because don't forget, there is all kinds of education going on for a child every single day. And we both just feel really strongly about this, that we think that you as parents have been terrified out of your minds, and then especially with old Boris with all his nonsense a few days ago. And also children. We've got to stop making them think that they are now a lost cause because they missed 6 months. My God. When we first took our girls out, how long did they do absolutely nothing for?
Let's put it all in
months.
Let's put it all in perspective.
Just so that they could settle first and then start to learn.
A huge portion of the 5 months since lockdown started was the Easter holidays and the summer holidays. So let's just get a bit of proportion here. Almost for some schools, 8 to 10 weeks of that was holidays. Now, this isn't to say... Now, you know, where I do agree with worries is where in disadvantaged families where there's no impetus necessarily for financial and social reasons to learn, and because they don't have the resources or the tools yet, that discrepancy can broaden. But if I was Prime Minister, I've got a solution for that. I would have a criteria for those children of families that would be classified as being in the at-risk category. And I would encourage those families that they're not to err on the side of teaching from home. And we would ensure social distancing in our schools more effectively by ensuring that all the children from high risk or socially, struggling backgrounds were given priority places at schools. And that way... But
the problem is, when we were in lockdown, children at risk that could come into school weren't coming into school. Because there was no law that all kids had to come to school. So those parents weren't bringing their kids in.
That's why I think you need
that's what the government are scurrying around with behind closed doors and worrying about.
One size fits all for everyone because of the children.
But it's like many teachers say, why is school the place to look after children at risk?
School isn't a social worker.
They're not social workers.
But I do think that there is a way of doing it.
We will sing Happy Birthday to you, Selena.
I do think there's a way of doing it, though. I think you have a sort of what's it called when you what's the phrase when you're means tested? You know, when you means test for benefits, you means test families for school, and then you prioritise those children. So you can then remove that kind of constant argument of we have a lost generation that are the poor or those struggling with hardship and lack of support or understanding from home. Absolutely, we get them into school. There's not going to be as many of them, and then all those other kids that can be educated from home or until things get better, not for good. There's just no real creative blue sky thinking here.
No. Well, I mean, to be fair though, we are in the middle of the most shocking situation. So blue sky thinking, I think, is a bit out the window at the minute. Hazel Kadira says, my son's head of year told us not to worry about time missed, and this is what a lot of teachers are saying. Nicole Marcella, I agree, it's a lot of rubbish. I don't feel that for my children. My sister, who's also a teacher, said she could, you know, she said she felt really sorry for parents because she actually knows as a teacher, and many of her friends that are teachers and other friends of ours that are teachers said it was a time for children to experience other things. They're on such a routine and such a wheel at school, and we often believe there's not enough breath for children to find out what their thing is and what their passions are. And you know, so quickly our children never ever say they're bored. But so many children do say they're bored because they're so used to every single thing being, every minute of their day being taken up by school, then come home, then homework, then 10 different clubs, then this and then that, and there's no time or space to actually just get bored and find something to do.
We've created.
I think Kiki's become such a good artist because she's
had the freedom of time.
Yeah. So, and God, we're not saying everyone should have their kids homeschooled, but we're just trying to make people feel a bit better.
I don't understand.
This few months hasn't ruined your child's education. It just hasn't.
Even before lockdown, the system was creating an anxious children are getting more and more anxious, more and more stressed, more and more worried, more and more feeling like a sense of potential failure, and they're also then being fired off into a system that cannot even necessarily accommodate them. It's obvious if you create a system with so many hurdles that signify success or failure, you're going to have kids feeling failure. It's blindingly effing obvious.
I mean, it's very frustrating for us with Maddie because Maddie was on a real, you know, she's 18 this year and she was on a roll. She had a play, had a fantastic partner play, she had gigs for her music gigs, she had her band going as well, and also courses set up for her to do. And so that's all gone. It's all gone. So we are having to navigate that in a different way from people because they're very much University of Life, aren't they, our girls? So yeah, it's really, really hard. But what we've all got to do as parents is just take the hysteria out of it, because they're picking up on it, kids. They're picking up on it when they keep saying, you know, it's a lost generation, it's a lost education. Oh God, it's 10 o'clock.
Go on, you scoot off. Who was that? Are you heading up?
It is.
Hello. It's Nadia Sawalha off the telly here. Who was that who said...
Hi there, how are you?
Yeah, El Ray 2906. She's going on to performance college. So she was going to be taking a 12-week course in January, and she's looking to do a performing arts degree equivalent at an acting school and performing school. So there you go. And Kiki's looking to go back to school. So the thing about homeschooling and the thing about education is we all have to stop thinking in one rigid fashion. And that, you know, a conventional education worked for me. A conventional education worked really well for Izzy and Fleur, my eldest. It couldn't work for Maddie due to all sorts of conditions and issues that she was going through at school. And it didn't work for Kiki for a while, but then it looks like she's going to go back to school. So the point we're always arguing, the thing we say in our book that comes out soon, is that we need to be more flexible in our attitude to learning and schooling. Absolutely. Debbie Godfrey, Ken Robinson's TED Talks was an inspirational moment in the early days on creativity and education. If you see that, Debbie Godfrey, at the very beginning. And in fact, I use quotes from him throughout the for chapter headings within our book. It's about, we all live our lives in a very conditioned way. I know we live in the free West, but it's interesting when you realise how free we aren't. We tap into systems and we're trapped in systems that we sometimes just, because we do them repeatedly, we can't see our way out of them. It's a little bit like addiction. You can't see your way out of them. And it's not about breaking the system. It's not about changing the system. It's about shaking up the system and asking questions. We're humans. We're put on this planet to question things. We're put on this planet to inquire. And we're not necessarily put on this planet to cause havoc, but we are put on this planet to do the best for our children. And our book is all about holding parents' hands who feel like the system doesn't work for their kids. It's not about replacing the system, but for many, the system doesn't work. And you just need some people out there with a voice saying that. So Levels Fiasco, New Zealand locked down due to food packaging and biblical floods. So there you go. Just another ordinary morning in the land of coffee moaning. A vlog will go up today, I promise you. We have Green Fingered Health fun, Nanny Di, I make amends to, and we go shopping. Vlogs coming, our return from Cornwall is very dramatic and interesting, and there's some great moments to come. So I will be having a look at all of that, collating all the material and putting something out later, I promise. So look, guys, lots of love. Hit the thumbs up if you've enjoyed the conversation. Might be a sneaky night shift coming soon. And yeah, lots of love. All right, guys, have a lovely day and a happy birthday to everyone. And Richard Kavanagh, what have you got to say? I hope you're all both well. Kamala Harris is the Democratic Vice President nominee. I agree, and I think it's a good choice. I think it's a really good choice. So I think we've got a real, fight on our hands in the election in America. So, so lots of love, guys. Take care. Bye.